Okay, so I just wanted to make a quick recording. I haven't made a recording in a while about something a little bit different. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. It's going to be more about, I'm trying to get into my comfort zone, find my way of teaching on YouTube. So I want to talk about resistance, okay? Releasing resistance. And why is resistance one of the #1 causes, if not the #1 cause, of the delaying of our manifestations in our lives? Okay, so resistance causes us to detach from, not how can I put this, it causes us to separate ourselves from our desires, from our wants, from what's possible, okay, in our lives, in the spiritual world, in the physical world. It separates us from the higher self, from God, from universe, from source energy. Resistance, and there's many forms of resistance. Resistance, just to name a few, could be resistance, could be there's different forms, but it's still resistance. Resistance, again, is separation from source, from creation, from manifesting or allowing our manifestations to flow into our lives. So a few resistance, forms of resistance can be drama, okay, like being judgmental, being envious, worrying about what someone else is doing, worrying about somebody else's business, worrying about what someone else is, what that other person is doing, why that other person is doing this. To give an example, if you find yourself, I see this a lot where people are driving and you'll be like, oh, look at that driver, oh, look how crazy he is. That is judgment. That's being judgmental. That's another form of resistance. The reason why that's a form of resistance is because you're spending so much time worrying about someone else and being in someone else's business that you're not taking the time to allow and just be unconditional love. Have unconditional love. When I say just be, I mean to be unconditional love. Be it. Don't just hope to apply it. Be it. Be unconditional love. It is in the action that you have the greater you show it better, okay, in the action. You speak louder in your action, okay? So when you have any form of resistance, worrying about someone in somebody's business, creating some kind of drama or argument, any of that stuff causes stress. When you're worrying about money, when you're doubting, are you going to get them, how are you going to pay your rent? When you worry about all those things, which is they all are, in a lot of ways, are legitimate reasons to be worried when you're in the human mind. But that's why, in order for us to become awakened or aware, or to be on the path of ascension, which is complete awakening of the true self within, okay, we have to separate ourselves from the outside stimulation or stimuli by practicing not to react to the outside circumstances and situations that come across your daily life. You're actually practicing the art or the law of detachment, and I will cover that the law of attachment in another video. But when you detach yourself, and let me make this clear because this is such an important thing for you to understand. Detachment and indifference are two different things. Most people think that, and you see this a lot in relationships, they say whoever cares the less carries the greater power. Okay, you can argue that in many different ways. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not even trying to touch that. But that's not what I'm talking about. That is not the detachment I'm talking about. Okay, that is more indifference. Indifference is when you just don't care about anything. And now this is my understanding or my description of the two. Okay, I'm not talking about what Webster Dictionary says or what someone else says. I'm telling you what I have learned from source. Indifference is you just don't care about anything. You don't care who you hurt. You don't care what you have to do to make the money. You don't care who you sleep with. You don't care about none of that. Okay? You don't care if the sun sets. You don't care if the sun. You don't care about any of that stuff. Indifference is that. Okay? That's not what we want. That's not what we're looking for. We want detachment. Detachment, from again my understanding and my definition from that was provided to me by source, is when you are in the moment, when you appreciate the moment, you're living in the moment. Okay? And so you could be looking at the most amazing sunset, sunrise, or having the most amazing experience with someone in a date or whatnot, and you're there, you're present in that moment, and you're appreciating that moment, but you're not attached to that moment. You're not like, well, if this moment goes, I'm gonna die. If this moment goes, I'm never gonna be able to survive ever again. No, you're detached from it. You're not worried about whether you experience it again or you're not experiencing it again. You're experiencing it at its fullest, highest potential at that moment, with the knowing and understanding that you will experience this again, that circumstance, situation, either equal to that current state that you're experiencing, or even greater. So you're looking forward to that next awesome sunrise or next awesome circumstance or situation that you're experiencing, that you're appreciating, that is positive. Okay? And because that's the reason why I'm going to do another video of detachment, because it goes deeper than all of that. It goes deeper than most of us even understand that, and I'll get into that again in another video. That'll be like, I can make videos off that for days, right? Books off of that for days. But one more thing I want to say about detachment is that with detachment, you're not worried about the final outcome of things. And that's important because you're allowing source to provide the final outcome. You're allowing source full control. You're detaching yourself. You're not trying to control anything, because when you truly understand detachment, you truly understand that the illusion of you controlling anything or anyone, circumstances, situations, is a lie. The only thing you can control, and we're going back to where we started before, is how you react to the outside stimuli. And this is why being able to master the higher faculties of the subconscious mind, conscious and subconscious mind, it's something that you should be the pursuit of your life's journey. As part of this, huge, because the more you can drive and understand and control the vehicle that you're utilizing, meaning your mind, which controls the physical and which leads the spiritual, the more you can have that power, that understanding, the better you can make right decisions, clear, conscious decisions. And remember, it is within the choice or decision that the power is at. That's where your true power is at. And I'll make another video on that some other point. I'll get deep into that as well. But when you remove yourself and practice letting someone be, and so like, give an example. This is what I do. If I see someone driving crazy, and I've seen that a lot because we're having a snowstorm, stuff like that. I've seen people drive absolutely crazy, where, you know, they can cause an accident. They can, you know, cause an accident for you and everybody else, and endanger other people. And then in effect, that's the domino effect. Not only will they affect you if anything happened, God forbid, they will also affect your family and their families as well. But instead of me sitting here in the car and say, oh, that son of a bee, or that asshole, blah, 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 excuse my language. No, what you do is to benefit yourself and to change the vibration to get the results you do want, which is for them to get home safe, for everybody that's on the road to be safe, so that you can also get home safe. You change the vibration of that, and you say, well, I'm grateful and thankful to God, source, universe, that this individual and everybody else traveling today get to their destination safe and sound and back home without incident, and it is so. So you can flip that into a positive, okay? And that is playing with energy. That is a high form of understanding energy, that you have the power of playing with energy and creating the reality that you truly desire. Now, whether the outcome of you get into an accident or not after you make a statement like that, if you're a true follower of this type of mindset and this life path, then this will be something that you would, even if you, God forbid, you got into an accident or the outcome is not what you would desire, you know what? You may be in the side of the road and you will still claim that everything is good. You will still find that positive. And then you would better yourself by looking deeper and asking open-ended questions. What could I have done differently? What is it that I can learn from the circumstances of the situation? What positive aspect of the situation can I learn, can I take with me that's going to benefit me as I continue to grow in this path, this life choice, this journey that I've so chose to walk down? But by thinking like that, it's not wishful thinking. It's practical application of the mindset, of the choices you're making to develop the mindset that as you get better and better with the mindset, it'll get easier and easier for you to bring about the reality, circumstance, situations that you truly choose in your life. The more you resist or worry or doubt or spend time gossiping or arguing or anything that causes drama, the more you do that, the more you create resistance. Resistance is disbelief or causes separation. The reason I say that is because when you spend more time in the resistance, you're spending more time in the doubt, in the fear. In other words, you're spending more time in the lower vibrational frequencies. And let me tell you something. Creation is not in the lower vibrational frequencies. Creation is in the higher vibrational frequencies, because in the higher vibrational frequencies, we have absolute unconditional faith and belief and humility and understanding that whatever we put in our minds is gonna manifest because we believe it, and it is so. Until next time, love and peace. This is Ray. Keep it real.